In America, you can change your gender before you can even buy cigarettes. Let's listen to this reporter ask a question to the governor of Florida.
Your office told us that you plan to appeal the gender-affirming ruling from yesterday. So my question today, when we're talking about the budget and taxpayer dollars, why should taxpayer dollars go to the pay for the appeal?
Because it's wrong to mutilate minors. It is wrong.
Wrong. This is so crazy.
It is wrong to perform a sex change on a 16-year-old. You're not allowed to get a tattoo, but somehow you can have your privates cut off. Give me a break.
This is
wrong. And I would also say this has already been decided by the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. They upheld Alabama's law, which was almost identical to Florida's law. This will be reversed. There's no question it'll be reversed. Think about it. When the founding fathers were creating the Constitution and when the first Congress passed the Bill of Rights, or even when they passed the Reconstruction Amendments in the 1860s, do you think a single person involved in that thought that there was a constitutional right to do this genital mutilation? It's ridiculous. Of course a state can protect children against this, and we had very powerful testimony how this is irreversible. But this idea of using tax dollars, because like the media will point out, oh, the state is spending money to do. So if you say that we shouldn't do that, you're saying that any liberal judge should be able to veto the policy of the state of Florida. Because they go to the same judges every time. We lose almost every time, and then we win on appeal almost every time. That's what happens. So if you're not willing to defend Florida's duly enacted statutes against liberal jurisprudence, then you're basically saying the people of Florida shouldn't govern themselves and that we should just turn over our destiny to some trial judge somewhere. That I refuse to do. We are going to stand up for duly enacted statutes. We're going to stand up for protecting the innocence of these kids. But I would say it goes beyond that, because what this is doing, when they're doing a sex change on a teenager, there's a lot of people that want to make money off that. Consequences be damned. They're lining their pockets.
It's always about the money.
About what's going to happen to that teenager when they become 25, which many regret and have big time problems as a result of that. But it's also just a fact of, you use the term gender affirming care, which is what media uses and what the left uses. You're not affirming that. You're trying to change their basic biology, which you cannot do. Okay, you cannot do that. How you're born is what you are. And so I think it's about, are we going to be rooted in truth as a society or not? And if we're rooted in truth, then you would say, of course you can't do these surgeries because it's not going to take and transform somebody that's a male into a female. So we'll win that appeal. We may win it very quickly, given that the 11th Circuit has already adjudicated this case going forward. But I think that this is something that we've seen from time and time again. We do election integrity. A judge will strike it down in Tallahassee. Then we go to the appeal. We win the appeal. Here on the sex change for minors, it's already been decided on appeal, so we'll definitely win that case on appeal. So these are things that I think we're just used to, but absolutely we are going to defend the people of Florida. I am not going to turn over the destiny of this state to liberal judges.
All right. Judge Hinkle, 11th Circuit judge, who's the one that banned DeSantis' bill, he's done some amazing things. Same-sex marriage rights, he was huge in that, which I agree with. But this gender-affirming care is more than what it just sounds like. We're cutting kids. We're giving medication. 0 to 18, mother, just leave it alone, people. After that, do whatever you want to do. But I will say this. If you get a surgery to become something you weren't born, and then you aren't happy with it, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear one word. I don't want to see you upset. I don't want to see you crying. I don't want to see you wishing you could do something else. Because at 18, I'm for you doing everything that you want to do, but you do not get to complain about it. If you do something, you wish you didn't. It ain't even about voting. That's just common sense.